In the quiet suburbs of Louisville, Kentucky, a chilling secret lay hidden behind the doors of an ordinary-looking home. What neighbors saw as a normal residence was actually a prison, a place where a young woman's hope was fading with each passing day. This is the harrowing story of how a desperate 911 call led police to uncover a nightmare and rescue a victim from the brink. It all started on a seemingly normal afternoon. A woman, her voice trembling with fear, managed to make a frantic call to emergency services. She claimed she was being held against her will. But before she could give more details, the line went dead. For the dispatchers, it was a race against time. They had a partial address and a life hanging in the balance. Two brave officers from the Louisville Metro Police Department, Officers Nick Alluri and Nick Miller, were dispatched to the scene. When they arrived at the house, everything seemed quiet. Too quiet. They knocked on the door, announced themselves, but there was no answer. A lesser team might have moved on, but these officers felt something was deeply wrong. They decided to investigate further, walking around the property, peering into windows, searching for any sign of life or distress. Their persistence paid off. From a second-story window, they heard a faint cry for help. It was the confirmation they needed. Without hesitation, they made the difficult decision to force entry. They knew every second counted. With a ladder borrowed from a concerned neighbor, one officer climbed up to the window. What he saw inside was a scene straight out of a horror movie. A young woman was on the floor, a heavy chain padlocked around her neck, the other end bolted securely to the ground. She was trapped, emaciated, and terrified. The room was her cage. The officer immediately relayed the shocking discovery to his partner on the ground. The rescue operation was now in full swing. The officers couldn't simply break the chain. It was too thick. They needed a special tool, an axe, to break through the floorboards and free the bolt holding her captive. As they worked, they tried to comfort the distraught woman, assuring her that help was here and she was finally safe. The sound of the axe striking the wood was the sound of her freedom drawing nearer. After several tense minutes, the bolt was finally freed. The heavy chain was removed from her neck. She was weak and dehydrated, but she was alive. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital for immediate medical attention. She had endured unimaginable trauma, but her ordeal was finally over. The investigation quickly identified the suspect. Moises May, a 36-year-old man who had a history with the victim. It turned out this wasn't a random act of violence. The victim revealed that an argument with May had escalated horrifically. He had allegedly attacked her, cut off her hair with a machete, and then chained her to the floor of the room, leaving her with only a small bucket for a bathroom and a blanket. He had stolen her phone, but she managed to find a spare one to make that life-saving 911 call. The community was left in shock. How could something so evil happen in their neighborhood? The house, which had been a place of torment, was now a crime scene. The details that emerged painted a disturbing picture of control and cruelty. May had planned this, intending to keep her imprisoned. He was later apprehended by the police and faced a slew of serious charges, including kidnapping, assault, and wanton endangerment.